Hey guys, this is Maniac. My name is Ivan and welcome to Kingdom Under Fire 2, second part. I came across this game and this is an old game, believe it or not, a very old game. But you can play it for free, that's the fun part. And another thing is, you can see here there's only one server and it's smooth, so you don't have to worry about that. This game had an excellent idea. This is the character creation here. You have 3 empty slots to create 3 characters, and that's actually pretty cool because there is 3 different classes that you can choose from.
I will lead them all.
So you have your gunslinger, a badass guy with a sword and a gun, which is always a fun combination, you know. Who didn't want to use a sword and a gun at the same time? Then you have the spell sword, is a chick with boobs. So you have one guess to guess which I picked. I mean, look at them, they are moving, for fuck's sakes. They're actually never mind. Berserker, the 3rd class, and he has a twitchy arm, but this game is still in beta, and it's kind of a bit hard to believe because this game was announced in 2008. Yep, 2008. So here is the character creation. This is something I personally don't much care about. I really don't mind if you don't even have custom. If the game is good, I don't freaking care about the customization. But I know there's people who really enjoy this and like to have these options. So I just wanted to include this in the footage so you can see here what you can tweak. And there are sliders, so I think people who like character customization like those sliders to be able to tweak your character and to make it more personal and whatnot. I think there's not much customization that you can do, but considering that this game was actually planned in 2008 and developed like in those days, I think this was like a more advanced character customization. Jesus Christ, I'll stop saying that word. Definitely it's not working for me. But you can see here, you can really like tweak those eyes from a really like a scared look or sad look to a more mean look and whatnot. So you can play with it if you like. I usually just go through this in 2 minutes and just tweak it a little bit, and then, as I said, don't much really go into these customization details. But as I said, I know people are, and there's a lot of people who do care about this kind of thing, so I wanted to just let you guys see what kind of options really quickly, like what kind of options are there. And I guess there's gonna be people who are screaming at the screen now, no, go and click this, I wanna see what the fuck this is doing. So yeah, if you're one of those, I'm sorry about that. I really, like I said, don't put much into this. But you can see here, this is also a nice feature. You can see your character with the badass look, with the I guess what would be the later gear that you would get, like later in the game, like the cool looking gear. But yeah, let's get to the game and the gameplay. This is kind of now a hub area, but this is not like a main hub, I think, because you will advance. This is a story-driven game, so this is like a rest area in between of your fights. Now, what I didn't mention, and I should have done that from the start, this is here's a portal, and this is where you then go out and do all kinds of missions. This is an action RPG combined with real-time strategy, so you will be actually on the battlefield with your troops deployed. And you can see here I have my infantry right now that are deployed with me, and what's really cool about it is you can actually also level up your infantry as well. Well, not only on infantry, you will get more troops after that, archers and all kinds of crazy stuff. You can see also here I got a badge for them, so this is giving them an extra bonus as well. And not only that, but on the bottom you can see skill 1, 2, 3, 4, so you can have also special skills for them. They're almost like a character on its own that
Good day,
gets
Commander.
experience and gets leveled up, and then
Did you
you
deploy
can
your troops?
train your troops here
Did
as
you
well.
deploy your troops?
Now I gone through a couple of missions and I got now the archers, so I can buy now different kinds of troops. The infantry ones is the one you get from the start to have them with you.
I trust you, Commander.
So when I came here now after a mission, I saw that I actually can buy some troops. Now I was thinking of buying
Glory to
one more,
Mercia.
but then I remembered I have a lock here. You can see I cannot add these with me now because this opens up at level 10. So the more you level up, the more troops you will be able to have
Our
with you.
mercenaries always win.
And you always have to deploy them from this window. Now you can also train them here. You can see their details. There's skill trees, for example, that still don't work. So as I said, it's still in beta. And the thing about that is, and I'll show you here the combat in the background while I tell you a bit about the game. And this is when you are in combat with your troops. There's also a part when you can go into combat alone and do some missions as well. I'll show you that at the end also. But the thing about the beta in this game is this game was in development from 2008 and it had a couple of announcements and that it's supposed to come out. The latest one is release date is just year 2016, but I think this game is basically never gonna come out. The graphics are now not bad, and especially when you think that this game is so old, this is like the highest setting, so it's not gonna get prettier than this. And from the point that you actually have these big battles with a lot of troops and everything, it's kind of impressive what they done, especially like these old days. One of the delays was actually because it was asking for too high-end equipment at that time, and then they wanted to, I don't know, optimize it more or downscale the graphics some, and then it was delayed again. But it was supposed to come out in 2009, then 2011, then 2013. Uh, Even in 2013, there was a convention, and this was for South Korea. So there was a convention where the guy, one of the developers or the main production guy, it doesn't matter, announced like it's coming out next month, and the game still isn't out. So that was in 2013. So and then there was a 2014 release date. Still, we are now in 2016. This game is still in beta, and it's still not even out for the European and American. This is a Korean game, and it was supposed to come out on the PlayStation 4 and the PC in South Korea, but you can play it. You don't have to do anything special. I'll leave the link to the site below. You can just register as you would anywhere else, and then you can download the game and play it. That's really cool. So the combat is actually pretty fun. I'm not a fan of about this Korean style when everything smashes, but it's not tap targeting. You have to watch where you aim your character, especially though these hits that you fly out and then hit. It's so easy to just miss the target or just fly over and then hit behind him the air or something. So kind of like that it's a bit harder. And there also, when you dodge, there are no iframes. So if you dodge incorrectly or to the wrong side, like through a swing, enemy swing, you will get hit. So I also like that part, that you have to watch out. You have to kinda, and you'll see here when I encounter a boss fight, he can easily hit you, even when you think you shouldn't have been hit, because the dodge move is short. It's not really long, so you really have to like aim your dodge the right way to avoid being hit. But what is the most fun and why this game is so unique is this option that you have to do this. You know, with tab, real easy in the middle of a fight, and I threw now healing ability on my troops, so I heal them up, and you can now command them as well. Now you have also some keys, so you can do that in the middle of a fight, like stay behind me, you know, or go with me, or something like that. So they did that pretty well with the key layout and with the controls. So you have that action going, you know, and the real-time strategy as well. So you saw here I sent my troops to attack and then went in myself as well. And of course it matters if you help your troops out, you know, and help them defeat, or if you did upgrade your troops, or you can also like make your troops more specialized to be more defense and to be more offense. And I suppose when you have then more troops, that can really be important, you know. Send the troops that are good in defense first and then flank with the troops that are good in offense, and you'll have that really tactical then game, like a real-time strategy game, you know. And you can also jump in and kick your ass yourself. So I love what they did, combining these two. Well, actually, the gameplay that most people love, not only me, like real strategy games and action RPGs. Who doesn't love them, right? So it's kind of a shame that this game probably won't see the light of day, but on the other hand, we get to play it, you know? And I love the fact that I found it and you can play it for free, so I wanted to share this with you guys, as if this is something you like, well, you like what you see, I'll leave the link and you can then try it out. See you, and he smacked me. I love that. Like, stop jumping around. Smack on the floor. And if you notice here now, when I try to dodge, I get a lot of hits, even though I was in the middle of a dodge move. See here, he got me. And I was, well, it looked like I was far away, but I guess I was just too late dodging. So I like that. It's not easy, and there are no iframes. You really have to watch out when you dodge. The commands when you tab out are a bit of clunky, or just I have to get used to them, because you move with WASD keys. When you are in this mode, in tab mode, you move actually the camera around. So sometimes when I wanted to move away and I clicked tab, you saw that my camera went all over the place and I had to get my bearings again. But it is fun. It is fun. I wanted to share the gameplay a bit with you guys, and I'll show you another one. And I was kind of wondering, like, will I be able to go by myself, not always have my troops with me? Because it is a responsibility. You have to watch out for them, especially if you invested in them, you know. Those badges don't come often. If you give your troops a badge, you basically lose that badge with those troops. You can't take it back, and you can even respec your troops to be something else, to become other specialization. Jesus. So even if you do that, you lose those badges, those like special buffs you gave them with those badges. But the nice thing is, and I didn't open that yet, those skills that you can give them as well. So you can then have different skills that you can activate with your troops, which is also kind of interesting to me, and what that it's gonna be like. Now this is the part what I told you about your single player. I wanted to say single player, where you go in without your troops and you can fight alone and do some missions. And all these missions I got in that hub area. So this is like, the hub area is on the map on the minimap, when you look down there on the right side, it's at the bottom, south on the map. That's where that little city is. So this is also in that area. It doesn't require any special loading screens or anything. You just have to wander around that area where you came across. And I'm guessing that these areas are gonna become bigger. I kind of like that they are. If you noticed, when I started that fight with my troops, there were like tunneled paths, you know, that you didn't have much choice to go explore, do anything. So I'm not sure how that's gonna look when you go further on into the game, and if the area is gonna get bigger. But this is also kind of giving me hope that I'm still level 7, 8, something like that, and I get a bit of area to explore, and this is like a mini boss that I came across for a mission, so you get those fights as well. So I'm guessing when you're higher level you will get maybe bigger areas and maybe some bigger freedom to just go and roam around and do all kinds of missions. Yeah, see, this move, for example, is very hard to aim and hit your enemy with it, because you can easily fly just over and end up hitting nothing back there. And in this hub area I came across other players, so I was so happy, like I was on a stranded island for 4 years talking to a ball and finally saw some people, so I just immediately ran with them. Even though nobody really needs help here, this is the area where we all just do a few missions to get a bit more XP and maybe some gear or something. But I was just happy to come across someone. And this is, for example, another class, so you can enjoy a bit of gameplay from the Berserker and see how that looks like and feels. Well, not as much feels, but you know what I mean. If you're a gamer for a long time, yeah. You can get a feel for a game just by looking at it, right? So yeah, this is Kingdom Under Fire number 2. And it's a good mix, So if you want to try it out, I'll leave the link below. And thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you all next time.